Just did again.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've got it. Yep.
Cool.
Cool. How's your week been?
Pretty awesome week this week, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I it's been very productive. Lots of exciting things going on. No, no, it's a fun place to work,
Nice when
certainly.
it's like that. Yeah, it sounds like it. I can see the screen now. Yep.
All right, that's fantastic. So I basically
Do you guys work in an office or do you work
we do
from
work in an
home and stuff?
office. No, we do work in an
Yeah. Okay.
office.
That's nice.
Yeah, we have a couple people in LA. That's where the company was funded and started.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we have here in Costa Rica the majority of the people in the same actual physical
Mm.
office.
Nice.
So the developers work with the customer support staff. So it's usually developers are in a separate building or in India or whatever that may be.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
we're pretty lucky to
It's
be in the
good.
same
Yeah, it's
building.
good.
So no, I'm definitely ready to begin here. So I have
Yep.
one of my directories open.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you some live examples.
Mhm.
All the sites of live examples I'm going to show you are websites that either I run or other people run that within the
Mhm.
company, so we can use those as live examples.
Mhm. Okay.
So, did you have any questions about any of the material that I sent your way prior
No,
to
no,
this
it was
call?
good. I looked at it all. Yeah, it was
Okay.
good. I think that the key thing for me is I really want to get that opt-in box sorted out.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll chat a bit about that. But yeah, that, and then just driving traffic to the site, things like that.
Okay. Do you want me to basically just
The
give you some of my bigger tips, things that are very successful for myself, or
Yeah,
yeah? All right.
yeah, that'd be good because I'm finding it difficult just with the tutors and like I'm like trying to build the tutors and
Mm-hmm.
then they're not getting any business, but then I need enough tutors to then do the marketing to students, and I just feel I need to do SEO and stuff. I think.
Yeah, the SEO, to be honest, for example, my website here, I don't really worry about the SEO. I know I
Mm.
should, I know it's important, but I'm more focused on being more proactive and guaranteeing traffic to my site.
Yeah,
Um, and,
yeah.
and I'll show you how I do that. This is kind of a lot of best practices. You may have heard of
Mhm.
this stuff before. I'll even log into my Facebook profile and show you a big part of driving traffic to my site is
Mhm.
actually running ads. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the
Yeah.
ads I run. So
Okay.
here's an example, just one of my websites here, which is a language school, also
Mhm.
education. Um,
Mhm.
this week alone, I've had over 9,000 posts reach, and I've had over 430 people engage with clicking on links,
Okay.
going to my website. So the numbers are
Yeah.
pretty good, and I'm not investing a lot of
Mm.
money to make it happen. But
Yeah.
I'll give you some best practices right now.
Okay. Perfect.
So what I'm doing, here's a good example. Let's have a look at this one. This one has 2,900 website clicks, which is this one right here. Gives you all the demographics. So let me
Uh
show
huh.
you that right now. One second, please. So by continually, so the whole key is to deliver content. People always say content. Doing a post like this, where we're like, "Hey, we have courses. They're filling up. Sign up today." This never does anything. This is just a
Mm.
self-serving post, right? It's a
Yeah.
false concept to think someone's going to see this and they're actually going. I may have someone like it, maybe someone will share it, but it's not really going to do
Yeah.
anything. But you need to do it to make it active, to have an active profile page. That's
Mhm.
important. But something that is much more useful are articles that actually target a specific audience. So what I do is I spend time in the website itself. This is again Brilliant Directories. This is our blog.
Mhm.
But if you
Okay.
notice the articles that I write, I can basically tell you with each one of these articles who I'm
Mm.
targeting, right? This here
Mhm.
is garbage for getting people to the site because no one cares about a festival in Barba, which is where the school is. But
Yeah.
all these other articles are articles that are meant for a Facebook ad such as this one. How do you know you have a successful Facebook ad? When you're getting, a lot of people to like it. When I have 30
Yeah.
organic shares, you're getting people commenting on it. You're having real conversations. It means you're really hitting a sweet spot. You've defined the
Mhm.
right audience and you're targeting to them.
Mhm.
you particularly with
Okay.
the tutor industry, you've hit a gold mine
Mm.
in social media advertising because it costs me about 20 cents a click for my website, which is insanely cheap
Okay.
compared to advertising in the States. So what I would do is I would really focus on tutors who are living overseas, like in let's say in Thailand, in Costa Rica,
Uh-huh.
whatever countries kind of it. Let's label it a third world country. I hate using that term,
Uh-huh.
but whatever country is labeled as that, it because they're kind of new to the industry. If you're advertising
Yeah.
there to people who are teachers, right, and you're setting a
Yeah.
campaign, you're going to pay so little. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to dig in there. So this article here, if you're an expat, find out why you should get TEFL certified. So it's what's called the awareness stage, which is why I had you read that
Yeah.
article. People have no idea about my school. They've never heard of us, but it's important to have an article that speaks to a specific audience. And when I build it on Facebook advertising, then I say I want
Mhm.
people who are living in Nicaragua, Panama, or Costa Rica, who have expressed
Mhm.
an interest in, and who are expats and who speak English as a first language. So it's a very
Okay.
specific target, and only these people are seeing this ad. So if Spanish is your
Yeah.
first language, you're not seeing it. If you live in Tokyo, you're not seeing this. So I'm getting the best
Uh-huh.
bang for my buck, of course, and you'll know
Mhm.
it's a
Wow, you
good.
got loads of likes.
Yes, loads of likes. So, and this is just one post, right? So then if we dig in, so what happens when you click here, right? This is where the
Mhm.
magic happens, of course. It's one thing to drive traffic to your website. Great for you. But if you don't have your call to actions, if you don't have something that prompts somebody to want to read more, now that's the
Mhm.
awareness stage. It's the first time they even heard about you. Now it's your job to deliver quality content. You'll see my
Right.
lead in form just popped up here. So if they want to download a brochure, they can fill it up here.
Uh-huh.
If they want to download a brochure here, they can click here. They can sign up for a webinar. They can download a country chart. So if they click on any
Uh-huh.
one of these calls to actions, it's going to go to a landing page that has a form that is going to capture that lead information, and then I can actively sell to that person. It's very,
Yes.
very difficult to expect somebody who's never heard of you before in a single Facebook post to go from the awareness stage to I'm signing up on your
Mm.
website.
Yeah, because I find that really hard. I put one ad up on Facebook last week, and I was like, I don't think it. But then also, I think I'm struggling with the how to actually set it up to the right audience, like the demographics.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, I wish I could say all you need to do is put an ad and they're going to sign up. But if you're not nurturing that lead,
Yeah.
it usually takes us, and just for you to know, it costs about $1,700 to do this course. So it's expensive to do the course.
Yeah.
And it takes us 30 days to get people to sign up on average. Obviously,
Okay.
it's nowhere near that long. It shouldn't be that long for you. It should only be a week or
Yeah.
so. But what I would do
Yeah.
is when they fill out a form like this, that they would get an automated email, or
Yep.
that you would capture, or you would set up like an automated email. This lead-in form, it actually integrates with HubSpot, with my apologies, with
MailChimp.
Mailchimp. You got it.
Yep.
So it automatically integrates there. So if you have a
Okay. Yeah,
newsletter,
that's what I'd like to do.
so
But then,
so
should I be targeting students or tutors as well? That's the other question, because I want people to learn, but then I also need to attract tutors to teach. So I'm thinking for Facebook, I should be attracting students,
here's the
or do you
thing:
do both?
how many tutors do you have?
I've got 62 on there at the moment,
Which
but I
countries?
need more. Australia mainly,
Oh, well, that's a
yeah.
huge hit. Well, that's great.
But I've had to go out, not from I had to go out and contact people, like on Gumtree and stuff to get them. So like it's been quite manual, like labor intensive.
Yeah. No, it's if you're going to be advertising to the students, when I advertise to teachers, if I were you, right, what I recommend when people are starting out is that transparency is key, right? So I would let
Mhm.
them know you make it transparency to a certain extent, of course. I would make it sound as if we're a fairly large project. We have ambition
Mhm.
plans. Here's what we're going to be
Yep.
doing. But right now, what we're doing is we're just getting people to sign up. And on January 1st of 2016, we're going to be
Mhm.
doing a hard advertising campaign, really promoting these services. So if you want to make sure you're a part of
Right.
that,
Okay.
you sign up now. This way,
Yeah.
you focus your energy and resources on getting the teachers That's your audience.
Yeah.
And then it gives you some breathing room. No one's expecting business today.
Yeah, because that's the. I think I went wrong there. As in, I said, like I said to people, we're doing that, but I
Hmm.
didn't say. I didn't. I think that a lot of them were probably expecting to have got leads straight away. But then I'm like trying to get them on first before I promote students. Yeah.
And that's the key is to have again in that email that they would get, they would understand that this is the plan, and the official launch that we're advertising to students is on January 1st. But we want to make
Yeah.
sure that we have at least 300 tutors online. Right now, we've had
Mhm.
190 people sign up. You can just say whatever you want, right? And we're
Mhm.
hoping our goal is to have 300 students, 300 tutors online by the time January
Mhm.
comes about, so we can meet the
Mhm.
demand.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That'd be my
Okay.
recommendation there. And then if
Yeah, that's a good idea.
we'll take a quick look at my ads right now,
Yep.
and I'll show you how I built an audience.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example of an article of an ad campaign that I have running right now. So so this one here is no, that's not the one I wanted to show. My apologies. That's not a good example. This one is a much better example. And we're going to click edit here so you can see in details. This is the campaign, the objective. So we're targeting Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, certain age sets. There need to be an expatriate, which is the key. And then it shows you how many
Mhm.
people I can reach on a daily basis out of a possible 200,000 people. I just recently added the United States. I didn't have the
Mhm.
United States. And as you can see here, there's only 4,500 people that
Mhm.
meet this, and I've had 22,000 impressions. So that means the
Wow.
same people are seeing it over and over again. So
Mm.
I was like, just because it's a very successful campaign, I would probably be better to do Thailand because that's also a
Mhm.
third world country. And now that just went to 85, 86,000. So it's a gold mine for expats who are living there.
Mhm.
And now I can reach much more people. Here I have it up to 65 because expats are living there and they're looking for something to do, and men and
Mhm.
women,
Yeah.
right?
Do you think when you're doing this though, do you think it's okay, like if, even for me, to be focusing on different countries from now, or should I be getting the most out of one location first?
I would maybe do one and two locations. I think
Okay.
these tutors. I'm sorry, I don't know how many subjects. Is this for
Oh, it's
what
all
is
languages,
all?
purely languages. Yeah.
So since it's purely languages, since English is the first language in Australia, I think it's
Mhm.
pardon?
It's what? Sorry.
I think English is the first language in Australia.
Yep.
So what I would probably do is I would focus on Australia and a second country where English is
Okay.
in high demand, like a Thailand, for example, or a
Ah,
China,
right. Okay.
right? So now you have
Yep.
two, and I would really because I think there the whole population's looking for tutors, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in Australia, you're actually looking for people who have migrated to Australia who are looking for
Uh-huh.
the pool is so much smaller.
Yeah, but then I'm also trying to get people to teach other languages. So, um,
Yeah.
like people who can teach French or Italian or whatever it to
Hmm.
different people. So then, would I put those languages into my
Here's
campaign?
usually the best thing to do is to we call it the beachhead. It's a term. It's
Uh
kind
huh.
of the Normandy, right? You
Uh
gotta
huh.
you gotta find your beach and say I'm gonna dominate this, right? Sometimes you can exhaust
Right.
your
Okay.
resources. Where I'll give you an example of a language school directory where they could have all the languages manageable, but they only have a couple
Mhm.
languages, and they really focus on
Mhm.
Spanish and basically and TEFL schools, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't,
Okay.
they could do Portugal, they could do Portuguese, and they could do Chinese, and they could do all these other languages, but they
Uh
really
huh.
need to. The number one goal of a directory owner like yourself is
Uh
to
huh.
make sure that there's enough members that can meet the demand of
Yeah.
the traffic going there. And if there's no point in saying Mandarin and you have two Mandarin tutors that have signed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's my recommend. Of course, that's my
Yeah,
recommendation,
that
right?
makes sense. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
you slowly release the languages as you grow.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then I had another campaign just to give you one last example.
Mhm.
It was this one right here. Top 5 Spanish countries to teach in as a woman. Now, obviously, the audience is women exclusively. Women are actually our biggest demographic for people who
Mhm.
travel overseas and teach. So we have an article that is for women. That is,
Okay.
and this type of article, believe it or not, is the type of advertisement that would show up in a Facebook stream that if you're a woman, that if you're living in Canada, United States, you would have and you've considered, you've told that one of your interests is working overseas or traveling abroad,
Yep.
the likelihood that you click on an article like this because there's so little content out for women
Mm.
skyrockets,
Mm. Yeah.
right? And now I have a woman potential student that reads this article and says, "Wow, I appreciate the fact they even took the time to write this for me. This is informative. I would like a brochure." Or I'll ask, I
Yeah.
want the documentation, right? So you're nurturing the leads. That's why our leads are coming in
Mhm.
at a regular basis. It's one thing to drive
Okay.
traffic, but you got to have content that people say this was
Mm.
very helpful. So what would I do?
Mm.
Let me give you a couple of examples of content that I think would be extremely helpful. You are the industry expert in being a tutor. So something that would be helpful would be five top websites to help get land gigs as a tutor,
Mhm.
right? And then you would have an article that actually promotes other it doesn't matter, right? You're bigger.
Yeah.
You're bigger than that. You're different than the competitors because you're the
Mhm.
expert. You're the
Yes.
one that's going to give them that information. The or 10 signs that every tutor should know to avoid the wrong student. A
Yeah.
fun article like that. So now you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
No, but those are the ones that get clicks, right?
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
10 signs to tell your student is a potential stalker. Imagine how many clicks
Yeah.
that's going to get, and then people leave there, and you're laughing because it's entertaining,
Ah,
right? And
yeah, that's a
that's
good one. Maybe I'll try and write that.
I think you're going to get a lot of women, and you target it to women, right? And that's an
Yeah.
audience where you say
Yeah.
women that are between 18 and 30 who are younger that will really appreciate an article like that, and they'll get the humor behind it. May even get shared a lot because that's what people share. Oh my God, Sarah, you gotta read this article. It's like, oh my God, that's so my student. That's the kind of stuff that goes viral.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, it's a good idea. And so what I would do, so say you were writing, so you do an article, you put it onto your like blog or
Hmm.
your page on the website, and then you do a Facebook ad targeted to the people who you're writing the article for. And so, like in this one, you do for women, you set up all the demographics and everything, all the information on the Facebook ad to just specifically target the people who the
Exactly,
article's
and
for.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it,
Okay.
and I'm
Cool.
gonna do it in 2 seconds here. It's maybe only take me 13 seconds. Right here, I'm always gonna pick send people to my website. Promoting your
Mhm.
page, you're gonna get a ton of likes, but that doesn't turn into business. But sending people to your
Mhm.
website will. Once you do that,
Yep.
you put in the link that you want to send it to, and it's gonna load the
Yep.
campaign. Once you've loaded the campaign, then right here's where you can do the demographics, and then the interest is, for example, tutor. That's an interest, right? If
Uh
I
huh.
go here and I get rid of Costa Rica and I put in Thailand and then I put
Mhm.
in Australia, the country, I have a demographic of 1.5 million people where with the interest of
Mhm.
tutor. Then I say, well, I don't think 65-year-old women will like the stalking article, so I'm going to go up to 35. I always like to include
Mhm.
my age in that demographic so I feel young.
Yep.
And then I only wanted to target women. Now we're getting there. Now we have a defined audience of
Yep.
630,000 people in
Right.
Australia and
Okay. Yeah.
Thailand that expressed an interest in tutoring. Imagine
Yep.
that. So now
Mm.
that ad itself is going to get more bang. Now, keep in mind, you're going to pay way more money in Australia for every click than you would
Yeah.
in Thailand, and that's one of the
Yeah.
downfalls of doing Australia,
Yeah.
right? But if not a lot of people, this industry here, right, tutor
Yep.
is not an
Mhm.
industry that is big that's
Mm.
being targeted, right? If you were to put
Mm.
electronics, technology,
Mhm.
business. Now, those are cars. Those are prime targets that are way more expensive per
Mhm.
click. Facebook knows that people that like tutors, right? Would, because there's so little content for tutors, their goal is
Mhm.
to provide content for interests that people have. The better your ad
Right.
performs, the less you're going to pay per click, because it's Facebook's
Yep.
way of saying thank you for actually providing content
Ah,
that our
right. Okay.
users are enjoying. That's why
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
worth defining your Facebook audience. So yes, that's what I would
Yeah.
do. Now again, there's one last important piece we're missing is it's one thing to bring them here with good content. We need to have at least one call to action
Mhm.
and of course the lead in form as well that offers them something else that they would leave their email to you so that you could then start emailing them, nurturing that lead, and eventually
Mhm.
converting that into a sale.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I know. I definitely. It's a lot of
how long
information.
does it how long would you think, like, how often do you need to do it, and how long do you think it takes before you get real traction, or
So
like,
so
is it quite slow at first?
it's instantaneous if you have the call to actions and you have the landing
Right.
pages and you have. So what's going to take you the longest is the one or
Mhm.
two pieces of information that you think every tutor would want, right?
Yeah.
And then once you have the one or two things that people would actually want to have, because
Mhm.
that lead in form, it's all about having something that people would want to read. Or right,
Mhm.
I want more information, right? I think it could be a marketing guide for tutors, right? So something along the lines of um, 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 leave us right. Download your must-have marketing guide for every tutor. It's terribly worded, but something along the
Mm.
line that they're like, wow,
Yeah.
something for tutors to help sell their services. Every tutor
Yeah.
would love to have a marketing guide of sorts. And then
Yeah.
basically, you do some self-serving things in there, of course. What would that be? It would, in that guide, you would tell them you want to guest blog, right? So instead of
Mhm.
starting your own blog, come and guest blog on this platform. And you'll get that. You'll
Yeah.
get way more leverage than starting a blog that no one's ever going to go. You tell them that there's 185 million blogs on the internet, so starting another one is not advised. It's much better to guest blog on a website like ours. So now you're getting
Yeah.
them to guest blog, you're getting them to interact. And then, of course, you give them some real good tips on top of that, things they might not have thought about.
Mhm.
Tutors, one of the biggest assets that they're going to have with your platform that they don't
Mhm.
understand is that their website, your website actually serves as a website for them. Now, let me
Mhm.
give you an example of something. There's something that you can do. I just need to get your site ID. I apologize. Give me 2 seconds.
Mhm. So these ways are all really good, so I can increase my tutor base. And then would I do similar things to increase the like in terms of getting traffic to your site
So
from
from the
students?
students. So I'm not sure what the
Yeah.
business model is. It should be very easy to get students to your site because they're not
Yeah.
paying for the service.
But in terms of building awareness, they know it exists.
Yes, yes. So I think I do think the first phase would be the tutors, and then yes, I
Yep.
would go after those students,
Mhm.
and that should be fairly easy. I would definitely
Mhm.
hit up, in there. There's a lot of free options that I would
Mhm.
let people know. Hey, I found this great place for tutors. I would
Yeah.
also maybe write a single article about how to find the right tutor, right?
Yeah.
5 signs to something along those lines. But what
Yep.
for tutors, there's all sorts of Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, forums,
Mhm.
specifically for people learning whichever language. There's a ton of
Okay.
ESL groups. And what I would
Uh huh.
do is I would actually go advertise in those groups rather
Okay.
than do a Facebook campaign because it's a different flow.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a different awareness and saying, hey
Yes.
guys, here's a site. Maybe put an advertisement banner in a popular site like I don't know which site people go to learn English, but
Mm.
there's all sorts of forums. Not Dave's ESL because that's for teachers more than anything else,
Mhm.
but a site
Yeah.
like that, for example.
Okay. Great.
And then here, so the members themselves, I believe. Let's just try it real quick.
Mhm. So I've done because I had when I had my old website, I had a few people who were on there, but it was only up for like a couple of months, and I changed to your site. So the ones who were on my old site, I've given them the kind of first paid option
Hmm.
benefits, but a lot of them aren't really engaged. I don't like a lot of them. I think because I found them from Gumtree and stuff like that, they're not. You know, they're like maybe on a working holiday, and they're not. They just chucked out their free profiles because they want a bit of extra cash, but they're not really that. I'm worried that they won't respond even to students sometimes.
Yes, that's definitely a concern.
Mm.
I think that I just showed you something right now. I edited your basic profile, so I'm going to show you a couple. We have a
Mhm.
few minutes here. I'm going to show you a couple
Mhm.
upselling techniques and what really gets people to pay,
Mhm.
right? So the
Yep.
first step is to get them in for free. Here is
Yep.
I just edited your basic membership level, and it hides the header and the footer of your website. So what I would
Yep.
do is, if I were you, I would have a
Mhm.
premium account where what you're really selling is the
Mhm.
fact that they can have a branded they can have a
Mhm.
branded profile that this could serve as their own
Yep.
website, right?
Yep.
What
Okay.
they need to understand is if they write articles, if they write courses that they offer, I would edit one of the features to be courses. I'll give you an example
Yep.
of what I did. So you can see it right here. My events feature is actually
Mhm.
courses. So all I did
Yep.
was I renamed it from events to courses, but it's courses.
Okay.
And then here, if you go to my profile page, you'll see these are the courses tab. So imagine this. Imagine they have
Oh
their
right.
profile and
Okay.
it's like, here are all the courses I offer.
Yeah.
That would be huge. Now you're giving them a way to. What tutors don't have are websites, and it's not easy for them to
Mm.
advertise their courses. Imagine this person
Mm.
here can list all their courses that they offer, and they will literally start using this as a website.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what we need to do. We need to provide a means for them to use. The long term goal is to make it clear that this is not just a directory. This could be your
Yeah.
website. You could put your courses here. You can put videos here. You can write. You can have your articles there. You can do a ton of things using
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
particular platform. So you can even have special offers, right? That's not really something
Mhm.
tutors do, but it's something that they could do. So just to give you
Yeah.
an idea of what they could do
Mhm.
on, so we need to work on the long term goal is making that message clear. So this would be a
Yep.
premium service, and what really gets people to pay for a premium
Mhm.
membership is this I find.
Okay.
If
How do you
no, I
tell
haven't
them?
said it.
How
I
would you?
haven't said it. I'm sorry. I'm getting there right now. What I believe sells the most
Uh huh.
is telling them if you are a premium member, right? If you're
Mhm.
right now, anybody can contact you for free,
Mhm.
right? That's fine. We're always going to keep that. People can
Yep.
contact you, but if you are a premium member, if you are paying to be on my directory,
Mhm.
I'm going to send you a copy of all those leads. If I'm going to go to work for you, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Um, and so that free members get their leads, but you'll have an opportunity to contact free members in that area. So let's say I am in
Mhm.
Sydney and I am an English tutor. Somebody's going to contact a random English tutor on the site. They're going to fill out
Mhm.
that contact details page.
Mhm.
But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a copy of that to a paid member. I'm going to say,
Mhm.
hey, Patrick, just for you to know, somebody's looking for a tutor in Sydney. I thought you might like this. And you do that through the leads module itself.
Okay.
And that's
Oh,
what
okay.
people,
Yeah.
and that's what people's pay for. Here's an example of that leads guarantee right now. I'll send you this link, but that's also in our marketing guide where we outline how we guarantee leads,
Mhm.
right? So obviously it's a business. We need to make money. And the only way we make
Yep.
money, how we generate revenue, is we send additional leads to our premium members. That's our business
Mhm.
model. So if you pay for a premium account, not only do you have
Yep.
a profile on our website, you essentially have a 64 profiles. That's how I would put it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
How do you manually give it to them though? Like, do you go into the
Mm-hmm.
leads section and then is there like a button you have
Mm-hmm.
to press to send it to them, or
Yep.
how does that
So
work?
what I would do is I would go here to matched, right? These are the matched
Yep.
leads. This person contacted this tutor. This person contacted this tutor. I can read the message that they sent and everything.
Yep.
Now, what I would do is I would click match, and then it would match based on the membership levels. Right now, we're on. Next week, we're doing a massive, massive update to the leads module. Everything's going to be
Mhm.
completely
Okay.
redone. Right now,
Oh,
it
okay.
should still work. But I'm just saying this is going to be matching on steroids for you. But right now, you'd be able to filter by the matches, and then you would match that lead to the paying member, and you would do it through this platform right here. See, Eva's gotten the lead already. It's still generating.
Yeah.
It's slow, obviously. That's why we're updating it. It's going to be a lot more powerful. But here you'll be able to find new matches on the left and then
Oh,
send
okay.
that to your paying member. So if you had a paying member, you would just click, see,
Mhm.
here are all your members, but they're all friends or free.
Mhm.
Now, this person here, Mary, you would click add. It would
Mhm.
add Mary over here on the right,
Right.
and then I
Okay.
would be able
Yep.
to send Mary that lead via email through the lead matching. And that's how you do that.
Mhm.
So your job
Okay.
is to get additional business to your premium members. So they need to understand, see, right here it's queued. I would just check this and then I would click send lead preview and say, hey, Mary, got another lead. Because she's paying, you're
Mhm.
taking care of her.
Okay, but you'd manually pick the tutors that you want to.
Yes.
Do you like to look for the tutors in the area,
Exactly,
or
exactly. You filter
yeah?
by the
Okay.
location and the membership level. I
Right.
would
Okay.
not send
Yep.
a free member that because it's not
No.
fair.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Have you seen the marketing guide at all? I'm not sure if you've seen that.
Yeah, I looked at the 10-step thing.
Yeah. I know it's a ridiculous amount of information. It would take forever to go through it all, but I'm going to show you one quick section of the marketing guide.
Yep.
And essentially, it is this section right here. Going to scroll down a bit, and it is the master lead matching. So there's an entire section on that. And the first one
Mhm.
is called Learn Why Mastering Leads is Vital for Your Business. And it's 25-minute video that goes in depth on this topic I'm talking to you about right now.
Okay.
Is
Yep.
how you get the free members to want to be a premium member by leveraging this and it giving you all the tricks. And every time somebody accepts a lead, for example, if I go to this site right here, you're going to see that I have, and I talk about this in the video, of course, I have
Uh huh.
email templates that are specifically for the leads. So when somebody, see lead feedback, upsell.
Mhm.
Why? When they accept a
Okay.
lead, when somebody accepts a lead, this is your opportunity to get them to pay, right? Hey,
Yeah.
I noticed, awesome. I noticed you accepted a referral. Why did you get a referral?
Yeah.
We want to become a premium partner. So there's
Uh
work
huh.
there's work involved in getting someone to be free to paid, but it can definitely
Uh huh.
happen, and it's just being able to explain to them the benefits of doing that.
Okay. Cool.
So
That's lots to
I recorded this
learn.
call just for you to know. So I'm going to stop it right now, and I'm going to send you a copy.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. That'd